Welcome to my page. I'm BeatsbyLonza. I'm your drum machine specialist, and I appreciate you watching each and every video and liking, comment, and subscribing, and hitting the notification bell to be notified when videos are being played on your YouTube channel or whatever the social media channel that you watch me on. But producers, artists, singers, social media content creators, I'm talking to you specifically. Yes, you. Here's how we got to help each other. You got to go to those pages that you like to see, and you got to like the videos or dislike the videos, whatever you feel free to do. You got to comment to let those people know that you like what they're doing or that you don't like what they're doing and how they can improve. And then once you do those two things, you should subscribe if you like to see their content so they can keep making content for you. But do you want to win? Because I want to win. And at the end of the day, I think it requires all of us to do a couple things. First, number one, get started. And second, get to work. Again, BeatsbyLonza. If you don't know that by now, come back and visit me again. I'd love to see you again. Peace. Alright, BeatsbyLonza with a new tutorial on resampling. Alright, so sometimes when you're creating an alternate verse or alternate hook and you want to have changes with your XY effects, sometimes it's just easier just to resample the whole entire sequence. So I'm going to show you how I can switch up and change up the verse to be something else. So here's what my verse B sounds like. Alright, so what I want to do is, because I don't want to add anything else to that sequence, I'm going to add some XY effects just to change it up. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my sampler mode, and then I'm going to go to resample left and right. So what's going to happen is I'm going to resample what it is that I am playing on XY effects. So check it out. I'm going to go back to my verse, and I'm going to go to XY effects, and I'm going to add it to my program. All right, so now in one of my previous videos, I told you, first you have to write your book, and then you got to read it. So in order to record your automation, you're going to want to have it on your write button. So the R is right. I'm sorry, the W, which is red, is right, and the R is read. So we're going to make sure that the R is on for recording, which is writing your automations. So check it out. All right, so now that I've written my automation into it, I'm going to press it so I can read it. So what happens is that makes it so that your automations can be printed into your program. So now if I get out of here and I go to the eyeball, you'll see XY effects is there, and if I play it, it should be playing the changes that I made. All right, so now that you've seen that I recorded those into that verse, now what I'm going to do is go to my resampler, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to arm that to the track, because I'm going to record what I just did on that track. So all I got to do from here is play, because I'm in that sequence already. So watch, I'm going to play it and record it. All right, and so I stopped it. I stopped it right at the end of the sample. So now I'm going to save this sample onto my program. I'm gonna put it on a pad and I'm gonna keep it. So now what I don't want to do is leave that XY automation on the verse B. So I'm gonna delete that out of there. So now my verse B is gonna go back to being what it was before. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to a new sequence. I'm going to make sure that my BPM is the same. Make sure it's the same on all of them. So 9096. So it should be 9096. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to record. And then I'm going to record this sequence onto this track. Now, I don't even have to play it all the way because it's on one pad, so that sequence is going to play all the way through that one pad. So now I pressed it, but it didn't record it in. So I'm just going to paste it in with my fingers. And so now I'll go back to that sequence and I'll name it Breakdown 2. And so now I have two separate verses and I have two separate breakdowns. So now when I go to my song mode and I want to change this up, now I'll just insert a new sequence and now I'll put my second breakdown into it. Instead of doing the breakdown twice, I'll have a breakdown of that one and a breakdown of that one in the beat. And so now you can now this the hook. So that's how you do it. Beats by Lonza, drum machine specialist.